What's going on? It's Braxiosaurus back here with another video. This one is again about Silver Dollar City, my favorite place on earth. This one, we are talking about a new roller coaster coming to Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri, USA. In the last video, we talked about new things coming to Silver Dollar City 2025 and 2026. And that touches up on some other things. It does talk about the roller coaster in there, but only a little brief moment. But after this one, go check out that one, because if there's other interesting topics you wonder about Silver Dollar City, I might answer your questions in there. And if you like this video, like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss another video, because you'll get notified whenever I upload a new video. So that's perfect. The first thing I am going to be talking about today about the new roller coaster is the ride itself. So the ride is probably going to be a new roller coaster. I can infer this by different hints we've got, not by like online. I'm not getting this information from people like online. I'm getting this from like people at the park themselves. I've heard from multiple people that they will be making a roller coaster. Not specific if it was wooden or iron. They just said they will be making a roller coaster. I have heard that Thunderation, one of the 7 coasters at Silver Dollar City, is closing down either this 2025 season or next 2026 season. I've also heard about construction going on behind a restaurant called Fried Fancies at Silver Dollar City, and I've got told that they will be making a new roller coaster behind the restaurant Fried Fancies at Silver Dollar City. So multiple hints on what this ride / roller coaster could be. It could be a whole new ride concept. It could be a whole new themed ride. It could be a whole new idea that could have nothing to do with Thunderation. I could say that all I want, but someone in the park has talked to John Burton from TPF, and in his video, this is what it said.
Rumors, big rumors, Silver Dollar City rumors. All right, so I asked somebody in the know what was going on right over here with the new construction. And he just grinned, and something's going down over there. But he also said something very interesting. He said, you ought to ride Thunderation. You ought to go ride Thunderation. You might want to ride it a few times. Is that all he said? That's what he said, right? That's what he said. He just kind of winked at me. Might want to go get some rides on that one. And what do you think? What could it be? He said Silver Dollar City has already announced big investment in the park. So don't be surprised when things are starting to happen. And they're starting to happen. That's all I know. I don't know. But I think we need to start spreading some rumors.
You might want to get your eyes on Thunderation. Implies that they are taking either Thunderation down forever, or that it's going to have a replacement. And if you look back into the 2023 and 2024 season of Silver Dollar City, 2023 was its last season for the original 1972 Fire in the Hole. Then in 2024 they made a new ride, and it's called Fire in the Hole. So they replaced an original attraction. Thunderation is, I guess you can consider it an original. It's not an opening day ride, but it is one of the original Arrow Mine Train coasters at Silver Dollar City, the only mine train coaster at Silver Dollar City. And if we look at its sister park in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Dollywood, we can see that they made a new ride. It is called Big Bear Mountain. Big Bear Mountain is a cool original concept about the stories about you trying to find the mythical creature in the woods called Big Bear. He's a mythical creature that is in the woods of Tennessee, as multiple sightings of big footprints and giant claw marks on trees have been sighted all around the Smoky Mountains. So, if we want to follow that theme, one of my good YouTube Samaritans, as you can see on screen, he has made a video about Silver Dollar City making a new roller coaster about the mythical creature called the Ozark Howler. The Ozark Howler is Branson, Missouri's Bigfoot, as there have been sightings at Table Rock Lake and sightings all around the Branson area, even outside, like in Reed Springs and Springfield and Ozark. It's called the Ozark Howler. That's where it gets its name. And he thought it would be a cool idea, as Dollywood took a mythical creature, or could be a mythical creature, it could be real, and put it in their ride. He thought that was a cool idea and took that idea and put the Ozark Howler in a roller coaster at Silver Dollar City. And I kind of like that approach, and I like the track layout he had for it. And if I remember correct, he did have it go upside down a couple times, as he thought it could be a cool B&M looper. Which B&M loopers, Silver Dollar City already has one of those. And it is called Wildfire. And it is right next to the construction site at Silver Dollar City right now. As I talked about in my last video, it's just a dead end. It just stops right there by Wildfire. And no one likes dead ends in a theme park. Like, come on, people. So, as of today, there are new construction walls on the borderlines of Wildfire. Yeah, Wildfire is right next to the construction site that's in between. The construction site's right in between Wildfire and Powder Keg and the construction site. And Silver Dollar City is not the type of people, I don't think, that would put two of the same roller coasters right next to each other. I think they could come up with a new concept, like a different type of roller coaster. I mean, we did just see them work with RMC, so it could be a new RMC wooden roller coaster, or it could be another mock rides as time travelers. Another mock rides, and it wouldn't be close. It would be on the other sides of the park. But I like the idea of having a new roller coaster. And as we said before, Thunderation was one of the original roller coasters at Silver Dollar City. What if instead of theming it to a mythical creature in Branson, Missouri, we could just retheme it to the old ride that they could be taking down at Silver Dollar City? If they take down Thunderation, then they can make a new one on the other side of the park, and it could be the same theming. And Thunderation's theme is like this old mine train, and you go through like an old in different parts you go through an old mine shaft, and then you never go upside down. It's a good family coaster. And Big Bear Mountain in Tennessee is a good family coaster. So if we stick with the theme of family coasters, we could get like how RMC did with Fire in the Hole and made of the first family coaster that was RMC. Then they could have the first family coaster that's a mock ride. First mock ride family roller coaster. That would be a great idea. And they could stick to the theme of Thunderation. and that would be awesome. I'm pretty sure that would be awesome, and everyone would love that. Everyone would love that at Silver Dollar City, as respecting a original attraction, just as they did with Fire in the Hole, as I said before. So this is the second thing I'm going to be talking about. What if they went with an approach that wasn't a new roller coaster? What if they made a new dark ride? Let's talk about Silver Dollar City's Flooded Mine. Flooded Mine is older than Fire in the Hole. Fire in the Hole got a lot of respect, and they made a new version. Flooded Mine, I feel like, is reaching its days. It has recently, with the new park, like the 65th anniversary at the park, it has got a refurbishment with repaints, and it looks pretty nice. But you can still see the wear and tear every now and then throughout the ride. So what if we took that down? I know it'd be sad, but we can take that down and put it where the construction site was. Have a new dark ride, kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean, but it is Flooded Mine with the prisoner theme, and you can keep all that. You can reuse some of the simple animatronics. You can reuse some of the characters. Reuse the story. We could go that route too, and it can not be a roller coaster at all. But if they do take down Thunderation, and then they put a new Flooded Mine, and take down the old Flooded Mine, then there'd be 2 rides gone, and then they would have 1 new ride. So I don't think they would go with that route, as they would lose a ride in their ride count, and I don't think Silver Dollar City wants to do that. So this is the third thing I'm going to be talking about. We could see a new ride, but is a comeback of an old ride that used to be at the park. One of the rides that not that many people know about in the park, that it only ran for like 2 to 4 years, I'm pretty sure, is Rube Dugan's Diving Bell. They could possibly redo that and make a new simulation, as the old Diving Bell, the old Rube Dugan's Diving Bell, was a simulation, as you got in your submarine and you went under the water in your submarine, and you were looking for the great treasure of Rube Dugan, like Rube Dugan's great treasure, as you run into rocks and pipes burst and water starts filling the room. As after you find the treasure, you rise to the surface and the water drains and you're all safe. They could make, with the new technology, they could make a new simulation that's similar to Soarin' over California in Disneyland. Or in Branson, Missouri, there is a simulation called Beyond the Lens, which is now called Adventure Seekers or something like that. They have a new name for the building, but there is a simulation, a flight simulator, and it is very fun, as I have experienced that before. But instead of having a flight simulator, you would be like in an underwater simulator. The only other thing in Branson I could relate that to is the Wonderworks. It's an attraction at Silver Dollar City. It is an attraction at Branson, Missouri, and it has a 3D screen, and you put on 3D glasses, and it looks all cool. But Silver Dollar City did go with a 3D glasses ride. I don't know if they would make it a simulator, instead make it like Toy Story Mania at at Disney World in Hollywood Studios and in Disneyland California Adventure, they could go with that approach with 3D glasses, and you're in the ride and you're actually moving on a track. Or they could, again, have the simulator that you're underwater. They could also go with the approach of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, now at Hollywood Studios in Florida, like Disney World, and in Disneyland in California, and go with the trackless ride that uses magnets as you go around the ride. And that would be also a cool concept for a ride at Silver Dollar City, as they go with a new modern approach for different new ride types that they haven't had in a while. As the two most recent rides were an RMC family coaster, which is unique by itself, and also in Mystic River Falls, which is a raft ride, a river rapids ride, and there's an 8-foot story tall drop. Silver Dollar City's theming is you go with a ride that is made before and you add your own twist to it. As you see, instead of adding a regular RMC, they added a family coaster RMC. Or if you see with Mystic River Falls, they didn't add just a normal river rapids, they added a 8-foot story tall drop. And Outlaw Run, instead of just making a normal RMC coaster, they made it go upside down 3 times, which has never been done before until that ride was made. So instead of making a ride concept and then making it their own, they could just use a newer ride, like new ride design that is in the world right now, and people enjoy those rides, as you can see with Ratatouille at Epcot, and the Zootopia ride, and Disneyland Hong Kong. I think it's Hong Kong, but yeah, like the audience, the guests, they love those types of rides, so they could go with that approach. But again, with them closing down Thunderation, I don't think they would do that. So these are my thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. If you have any more thoughts that you think would be a good idea, put them in the comments. If you agree with my ideas, you can put that in the comments. If you disagree and have a different idea, you can also put that in the comments. Don't forget to share this if somebody likes Silver Dollar City, and see if they agree with me also. This is Braxiosaurus, and I'm out. See ya.